I hit 5 reps. That's gonna be more, again, the dynamic and the strength builder in the routine. Straight from there, we went to more volume. Supinated grip push-ups, really gonna target that front delt now.
None of y'all stopping me, don't need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing I's, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look, this is the moment I waited. I took all my options and weighed them.
What's going on, YouTube? You're back with the Prez out here in Juniper Park today. Today I'm bringing you another old school classic calisthenic routine. Today is gonna be shoulder focused only. So listen, I've showed you guys a few of these what I call giant sets in the past. You guys have seen giant sets for back, giant sets for shoulders, giant sets for legs. Remember, giant sets are a bodybuilding principle that's pretty much invented by one of the best bodybuilders of all time, Milos Sarcev. He's actually coaching Reagan Grimes right now. If any of you are into bodybuilding, listen, me, myself, I am, and I like to combine bodybuilding principles with calisthenic movements, right? That's been the goal of my calisthenic journey since day one. Building a physique that's representable, that someone that would be bodybuilding, right? So I try to do bodybuilding through calisthenics while being functional and being able to move and fluid with the body movements, right? So today's gonna be a shoulder focused giant set session. So remember, giant sets are gonna involve multiple movements back to back to back to back to back. So it's usually a circuit of around 3 or 4 or 5 exercises for the same muscle group done consecutively. So superset would be 2 exercises, giant sets is 3 or more. So we're gonna be combining a bunch of different shoulder exercises into one big set for the routine. Now when doing giant sets, because one set in itself is rather long and intense, you rest a good 3 to 4 minutes in between each set, up to 5 minutes, and you repeat it for about 3 to 4 rounds total, right? So you're doing 3 to 4 rounds of the whole rotation. It's gonna be high volume. We're gonna be placing emphasis on all different types of movements, isometric holds, eccentric loading, as well as contraction and pumping. So we're gonna start off, and just to let you guys know, I'm doing this routine, the majority of it, well, pretty much all of it, with my 20-pound vest on. So this is gonna involve hypertrophy, strength building, and isometrics all in one routine, right? So I'm gonna be doing it with the 20-pound vest on because bodyweight will be a little easy for me, I would assume. So if you guys are interested in getting a vest, link in the description at PACEARTH, 20% off code, use my code BARNATURALS. Link again is in the description. So the first exercise in the giant set is gonna be a handstand hold. This routine can be done by everybody. It's gonna be all body weight. I have 1 dumbbell with me for the last exercise in the rotation, but that's gonna be a bonus that you guys do not have to do. If you have a dumbbell, go ahead and do it as well. So first exercise in the rotation is gonna be a handstand hold, really working on the isometric strength, and we're going for 15 to 30 seconds hold. I hope you guys caught that. I actually was not using the wall. I kicked up to it and then I kicked off it. That was a straight balance set. So I then caught around 20, 25 seconds. First exercise was the handstand hold. We go straight to the parallel bars next, guys. Now we're gonna hit a big set on here, guys. So next, another straight arm movement, but now more dynamic. We're gonna be going from a tuck L into a tuck planche. Really working on that shoulder range of motion as well as that front delt strength and straight arm strength. Remember, that's a dynamic straight arm movement. It's going from a tucked L to a tuck planche. We're placing a lot of emphasis on that front delt as well as the core. Straight from there, guys. Going right to the push-up bar. So now, The next exercise is gonna be supinated grip push-ups. Now we're going for higher volume, 12 to 15 reps. Remember guys, supinated grip, everything tight. Keep the scapula protracted, just keep the butt squeezed down. $12 reps, like I said, I'm doing this whole routine with the vest on. If you're doing a body weight, aim for the higher end of those reps, 12 to 15, aim for 15. Straight from there, we're going back to the dip bar. Gonna work a shrug, body weight shrug. This is gonna target the delts as well as the lower chest. Again, 10 to 15 reps on this. Another straight arm dynamic movement. Whew, trust me, by this time your shoulders are gonna be lit. A lot of lactic acid buildup. From here, you're gonna want another horizontal bar. We're gonna use the dip bar for this. Rear delt movement now. Face pulls for the rear delts. Again, guys, 10 to 12 reps. Remember guys, initiate the pull with the rear delt. It's gonna be a nice isolation for the rear delt. Now last exercise, if you guys have access to them, you guys grab a dumbbell. I'm gonna work in isolation for our side delt. I only brought one dumbbell out today, just to show you guys. All you need is one dumbbell for this. I got the 20, you do it with any weight you got. Another 8 to 12 reps here. So with one dumbbell, you get a little momentum, slightly lean forward, just raise from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if you guys don't have dumbbells and still want to do this exercise, you guys could utilize resistance bands. Resistance bands are going to be a great tool for these side lateral raises. It's going to provide a nice amount of resistance on the eccentric as well as the concentric part of the rep. So use resistance bands, get these side raises in. All right, guys, and so we hit. So first exercise we started, isometric handstand hold. Really gonna pump a lot of blood into the shoulders in general. Almost a pre-exhaust set, right? First exercise, handstand hold. Straight from there, dynamic straight arm movement, tucked L-sit to a tuck planche. I hit 5 reps. That's gonna be more, again, the dynamic and the strength builder in the routine. Straight from there, we went to more volume. Supinated grip push-ups, really gonna target that front delt now. Remember, the handstand hold, gonna pump a lot of blood to the whole delt. These tuck planche to the tuck L-sit, a lot of emphasis on the front delt, as well as the core and all the stabilization of the shoulders. Now you go to the supinated grip push-ups, really blowing up those front delts. Straight from there, back to the dip bar, another straight arm dynamic movement, focusing on the traps and a little more side delt, as well as lower chest with those shrugs. Again, 10 to 15 reps on the shrugs. Straight from there, under the bar now. Rear delt isolation, face pulls. And then again, last exercise, if you guys have access to them, dumbbell side lateral raises. So handstands, tucked L to tuck planche, supinated grip push-ups, straight arm shrugs, face pulls. 5 main exercises, and if you have access to the dumbbells, 6. So 6 total exercises in one set. That's a giant set. Very high volume, very high intensity. Because as you get through towards those last exercise 4, 5, and 6, the reps are really hard. The muscles are pre-exhausted. That lactic acid buildup is very high. So you're working under a lot of stress, right? Again, you want to aim for 3 to 4 total rounds of this, resting about 3 to 5 minutes max in between each set. And like I mentioned before, when you guys watch me do the barbarian type training, routines like this are going to be very glycogen demanding. You're going to want a good amount of carbohydrates in your bloodstream to supply you with the energy to get through this workout. Now remember, if you guys are overweight and have a lot of weight to lose, you guys have plenty of stored fat. You guys don't have to really worry about carving up prior to the workout. I'm talking about people who are a little leaner and who need that extra energy storage to push through workouts like this. So 6 total exercises in the giant set. Try it out, guys. Remember, I did it with the 20-pound vest on. Link in the description if you guys want to get yourself a vest. But again, this can be done all body weight. It's very high volume. The intensity is very high. Try it out. Don't forget, guys, like the video. It really helps the algorithm. Leave a comment. I always comment back. Share it. Share it with your friends, family, and subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe if you haven't already. If you did subscribe, share it some more. Have all your friends, colleagues, family subscribe also. I appreciate you guys like always, and peace out. BARNATURALS.
For I die, I'm top 3. For I die, I'm top 3. For I die, look.